Hello, my name is Viany and I'm from the church at ADS in Lewiston. And today our topic of the day is forgiveness. Forgiveness is very important to us as Christians. Now we may all know the definition of forgiveness, but we need to focus on the importance of forgiveness as Christians. Because God has sent His one and only Son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross for us so that we may be forgiven and have eternal life. And we all understand that there's a difference, or we should understand that there's a difference between unconditional forgiveness and conditional forgiveness. Now we know in the Bible, when Peter has asked Jesus, how many times should I forgive my brother or my sister for doing me wrong continuously? 7 times? And Jesus replied to him, I tell you not 7 times, but 70 times 7 times. And that number is just a symbol that directs us back to Psalm 130 verse 7, when God tells us that He has an unlimited forgiveness. So if God has unlimited forgiveness, if God can forgive us unlimitedly, it's the same way that we must learn how to forgive our brothers and sisters unlimitedly. So now when we go back to conditional versus unconditional forgiveness, unconditional forgiveness is forgiving everyone whatever sin they may have done to us. They may have hurt us, for example, if they do us wrong, if they hurt our feelings, or for small sort of sins by forgiving to go to different meetings with us, we may forgive them. But those are examples of unconditional forgiveness. It does not matter how big the sin is. It can be great or little. You still have to ask for forgiveness, and you still have to forgive them as well. But conditional forgiveness is only picking and choosing when to forgive someone. You're only forgiving them for making the small mistakes, not bigger mistakes, but you're not forgiving them for the deeper things that they've caused you, the deeper pain that they've caused you. And those types of forgiveness are the ones that we need to stay apart from. We actually need to continue to forgive them and transition to unconditional forgiveness, which continuously forgiving someone. Conditional forgiveness is only forgiving someone based on what you want to forgive them for, based on how you feel, or based on your hurt from what they have done to you. But conditional forgiveness is what we need to avoid, because you have to forgive someone no how great or small their sin is towards you. Because as God has told us, there's no greater sin one from another. So that means as Christians we must learn how to forgive unconditionally, because God has given us unconditional forgiveness is the same way that we have to give that unconditional forgiveness to other people. Because as Christians we are meant to imitate God. So if we're meant to imitate God, to be like God or to be like Christ, we have to learn how to forgive unconditionally as well. Thank you so much, and see you at Samuel Generation.